We're here with Union head coach Jim Curtin. Jim, obviously not the result you wanted, but for a bunch of new players being in there, how do you think it'll went?
Yeah, I thought there were good moments. There was a little rust, a little sloppy in patches. Some guys losing footing, some collisions and different things going on. But again, got the ball in the box enough to get a goal today, and came up a little short. Fans go home disappointed. We should have got 3 points today.
Fernando Aristeguieta looked very strong, putting guys on his back.
Yeah.
Very physical and aggressive. Were you happy with what you saw from him?
Yeah, he put in a good shift. He worked hard for 90 minutes. He still can be a little cleaner with the ball at his feet, and he'll give us that every day, and it'll only get better.
How's CJ Sapong, what's the extent of his injury? Anything serious?
Yeah, enough that he had to come out at halftime with the concussion. They're very cautious now with any head injuries, so we'll reevaluate it. Make sure he's okay before we progress. But those head injuries are very serious, so we're cautious to come out.
Were you contemplating a substitution, switching up the formation back to the 4-3-3 before that injury took place?
We probably would have let it go another 15 minutes and given the group a chance to try to get a goal. Again, it wasn't perfect soccer, but I think we still created enough on the day to get something. So, there would have been a tweak eventually, but, I was happy with how the first half went.
With that 4-4-2, now you're going to go on the road. So obviously Salt Lake's a tougher place to play.
Right.
Does that necessitate a different formation, or do you think that 4-4-2 is worth another run out?
Yeah, we'll reevaluate health, where guys are at. I still think we can be a team that does both. We need to be a little more flexible. We can't just be a one-look team. And I took a risk today playing with two forwards, and came up a little short in the end. Didn't concede much. I was happy with how the defense played, though.
You obviously know Pablo and are used to seeing him in the league.
Yeah.
How hard is that as a coach to watch a team that's that bent on ruining a good game of soccer?
No, listen, to their credit, they put some bodies behind the ball. They broke things up, and towards the end, they were tactically smart. Guys get stretchered off and pop up immediately. This is part of the game. It's up to us to get a goal to kind of eliminate that, and we didn't do that today. So put that part on us. There's games with chip and stuff that goes on in our game. And credit to them, they did a good job.
Here with Pfeffer, got in for the fun, 10-11 minutes. How hard is that to come into a game? You're up a man, and you have to make a difference right away.
It's always a little bit difficult just because the game's already fast-paced, and you have to kind of hop into it right away. But with that being said, any opportunity I can get, I'll take. And I wanted to come on out the team, and I was close to getting the game winner at the end. Would have liked to have it back and bury it in the back of the net, but. Very happy still to get on the field this early in the season. I think that's a step in the right direction for me, and I'm going to try to build off of it. And I think as a team we're going to look at what we need to fix, and we'll move forward with it.
As a young guy, you've obviously been around this league a lot, but getting into games like that against a team like Colorado, who's so negative and uses those dark arts tactics more than other teams, will say. What is that like to go into a game like that and know that that's coming, those fouls and that simulation and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's frustrating, if they implement those tactics. But at the end of the day, we were up a man, and it was a 0-0 game. So for an attacker like me to come into the game, that's maybe a position you want to come in. You're up a man. We have the ball most of the time, and we're basically just going at them and throwing everything we have at them the last 10 minutes. So it's a good spot to be in, and we wish we would have gotten to 3 points, but we still got a point, and so we're going to take that point and move forward with it.
Where do you feel you guys are in terms of gelling and getting this whole unit clicking, and on the same page?
I think we're close. We had a great preseason, ended strong by winning the tournament at IMG. So we gave up very few goals, and we scored a lot of goals as well. So I think we're there. We have a couple of new guys that we brought in that have mixed in really well with the guys, and it's moving in the right direction. It's the first game of the season, so I think we're going to be there pretty soon.
We're here with Fernando Aristeguieta. So first MLS game, and it's a violent one. Did you expect that out of this league when you got here?
Yeah, not like that, but I know that it's a league with a lot of physical contact. I know it's going to be tough in that way, but I got to get used to it and fight back.
It looked like you were mixing it up and really sort of enjoying the physical part of the game. How do you feel that went in terms of combining with your teammates under all that pressure from Colorado?
No, I don't like the physical game. For us, the strikers, we like a clean game. It's better for us to create occasions, but as I tell you, I got to get used to it. My teammates told me that they are a team that plays very physically. That it's not like these all the teams in the MLS, but it's something that is part of the game.
So now you get to go on your first big road trip. Have you prepared at all for sort of the length of travel and the distances that you have to go, which is very different in MLS versus some European leagues?
Yeah, I haven't do it for the moment. For example, for today, it was the same thing. I traveled from Venezuela 2 days ago, and so longer than that, it's not going to be. And I have seen the schedule, and we fly 1 or 2 days before, so I think that it's not going to be a problem.
So, how close do you feel you are to you being fully, at 100% and settled, and how close do you feel the team is to fully gelling and getting to your best?
It's going to come. I feel good, but it's true that it's the first time. I don't know, probably 1 year that I play 90 minutes. So you can train a lot and you can prepare you physically a lot, but it's not the same when you play. And it's going to come. It's going to come. We're working for it, and I'm happy for this first week with Philadelphia.
Captain Aristeguieta, Mo, how did it feel to be out there leading this team in this first game of 2015?
Yeah, it was good. We had a good turnout of fans as well. I thought we played well. I thought we created some good chances, limited how many chances they had on goal. And, unfortunately, we didn't get the goal we needed to win the game, but kept a clean sheet, which is important. I think it's going to be important if we can keep clean sheets throughout the course of this season. So, as a starting point, I think it's a good starting point for us.
So as the leader of this team, how hard has it been to sort of put aside the emotion of the CBA negotiations and just all of the sort of expected emotion of that, and then get everyone's head focused right on this game?
It hasn't been hard, to be honest. I think, obviously that was something that we were all dealing with, but as a team and as a league and as players in this league, we all stayed united. It's behind us now, and so it was pretty easy to focus and get prepared for this game. That's what we've been training for the past, month and a half or so, leading up to this moment. So it was everyone's mind, everyone's focused on this game and ready to come out here and compete and try to get a win.
This locker room's always been known as a pretty inclusive place. How do you feel that guys like Fernando have come in and Steven, and just how have they fit in with this bunch?
They fit in well. I think this group is a very welcoming group in that sense. They make people feel very comfortable straight away. That's how I felt when I came here last year. I felt part of the group straight away, and I feel like when that's the case, it makes it easier for you to play. You don't worry about trying to do too much or trying to impress. You just worry about it's easier for you just to play your own game. And that's what we're trying to do for them. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for them to come in and feel comfortable. Because when you're comfortable, you play freely and you play at your best. So that's our goal right now, is to get them to make sure the whole team's on the same page. And from there, I think you'll see the best out of all of us.
And so now you have to go to Rio Tinto, obviously a tough place to play. What are you saying to these guys to sort of get them in the right mind frame to go out and get a result there?
Yeah, we know Salt Lake's a good team. We know what it's like to go there and play. So for us, it's just about going out there and playing our game. Controlling the things we can't control, and that's how we play. That's the effort we put out. That's the chances we create, the style of play we play, all things that we can dictate. So for us, the focus this next week is going to be on us. Obviously, we'll be aware of the threats that Salt Lake pose, but more importantly, and not even for this next game, but for the course of the season, I think we need to just be focused on us and worry about how we're playing and what we're doing.